Hey guys, today we're going to be talking about how to solve inequalities more than one answers, using addition or subtraction. So let's go ahead and get started. Go ahead and title this Solving Systems of Inequalities with specifically addition or subtraction, and your essential question is, how can I use addition or subtraction to solve an inequality? We're going to reference back to the two properties that make this possible, and we talked about them already with solving equations. The addition property of inequality is what is called for inequalities, and the subtraction property of inequality. All it states is if you add or subtract the same number, add for addition, subtract for subtraction, to both sides of your inequality, the statement remains true. It's still going to be the same statement. So let's go ahead and jump into our examples. We're not going to do anything different than I've already taught you. The only thing is it doesn't say equal in between. We now have our less than, greater than, less than, equal to, or greater than equal to symbols in between. So let's get started with example 1. Let me find a good place to place this. Okay, example 1. We have b minus 2 greater than negative 9. Remember, your first thing is to write this down. I want to see this written down on your paper every time for an equation or an inequality. Okay, so we have a place to go from. Is there any parentheses? Nope. Is there any like terms to combine? Yes, but they're not on the same side, so let's go to the next one. Is there subtraction? PC sad. Or addition to undo? Yes. How do you undo subtraction? You add. If you add the same thing to both sides, sorry, since this new tablet, it goes a little haywire every once in a while. Okay, so addition property of inequality, add the same number to both sides. Remember, here's your sides. Okay, the statement remains true. So the statement is still going to say b is greater than negative 9 plus 2, negative 7. Now we got to graph it. You always graph, unless the directions don't say, okay, inequalities. I want to see 0. I want to see negative 7, and I want to see the opposite of negative 7, positive 7. Open or close circle, it's open at negative 7, and b is bigger, so shade the bigger numbers. I didn't finish off this PC sad me because there was no multiplication or division to undo. All right, we're ready for example 2. Go ahead and write down example 2 on your paper. Okay, here's your sides. All right, parentheses, no. Like terms, yeah, on opposite sides. So let's go to subtraction or addition. Okay, let's add 3.8. Add 3.8. M is still going to be less than equal to, because we added the same number to both sides. 5 plus 3.8 is 8.8. Now let's graph it on our number line. 0, 8.8, opposite of 8.8, negative 8.8. Open or close circle, it's closed because it has that equal sign underneath it, and m is smaller, so shade the smaller numbers. All right, number 3. Here's our sides. Make sure you have the problem written down. Okay, parentheses, no. Like terms, yes, on opposite sides though. Okay, how do you undo subtraction? With addition. So add 1/4, add 1/4. Yay, they're the same base. That makes life easier. So the statement is still going to remain true. Y is less than. 1 plus 1 is 2. The 4 stays the same. This is equal to 1/2. All right, let's graph it. 0, 1/2, opposite of 1/2, negative 1/2. We have a open circle at a half, and y is smaller, so shade the smaller numbers. Number 4, we have that k plus 5 is less than equal to negative 3. Here's your sides. Write the problem down, drop down the line of equality so you know which side is which. Undo addition with subtraction. We subtracted the same number from both sides, so the statement's going to remain true. K is still going to be less than or equal to -8. Let's graph it. 0, -8. What's the opposite of -8? +8. Open or close circle. Closed because it says equal to right there. Closed. And K is smaller, so shade the smaller numbers. 5. Write it down. Drop down that drop down the line of equality. Okay. Take away 2/3. Take away 2/3. We need to have the same base. I'm going to put some scratch work over here. Okay. We took away the same number from both sides, so we know it's still going to say z is greater than or equal to. Now we have 5, 6 minus 2/3. Need to change this so it says 6. Multiply by 2. Multiply by 2. 5, 6 minus 2 times 2 is 4. 3 times 2 is 6. 5 minus 4 is 1. 6 stays the same. 1, 6. Graph it. 0, 1, 6. -1, 6. Circle out 1, 6. Open or closed. Closed because it says equal to. And shade the bigger numbers. Alrighty. I will say adding and subtracting with fractions and decimals is something that needs to be worked on. A lot of you got to ended off the quarter with a C because we still need to work on that. So make sure you have your handy dandy calculator ready so you can just start getting this and not have to worry about the adding and subtracting right now. Okay? So 6, write down the problem. Drop down the line of equality so you can see the sides. How do you undo addition? With subtraction. Alright. P is still going to be greater. They have the same sign, so I'm just going to add them together. 3 plus 7 is 10. 2 plus 1 is 3. Keep the sign because they're the same sign. Now let's graph it. 0, -3, opposite, 3. Open circle because there's not an equal sign underneath it. And P is bigger, so shade the bigger numbers. Alright. That's all I'm asking you to be able to do today. I know I went relatively fast through this. Let me know how you're doing. Are you guys doing okay? And let's go ahead and move on to the on your own problems. Okay, here's your set of on your own problems. Go ahead and pause your video when you're ready to resume it and check your answers. I will be here. Thank you for pausing your video. Here's what you should have gotten. I should see work written. I should see you dropping down that line. I can't give you these on your own until I see that. All right. And now you are going to go through and answer the essential question and take that checkpoint. I hope you guys are having a good day again. Let me know how you're doing. I see you guys getting better at this all the time. I'm proud of you, and see ya.